Shout out to Misador said, "Wait, there's still college football. I stopped watching." We feel for you.
As an
We feel for
FSU
you,
fan,
buddy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we feel for you. Look, I'm gonna hop around since you're over here. We got to talk about it. Overreaction or reality? I'm coming to you, Eric. Florida State is not good as we once thought they were.
I want to say after week 1, I got some crap for saying I don't know that they're that good.
Yep, that's fair.
So I will leave this question up to you all. And that wasn't a bashing Florida State, but from what they lost to where they or how far they dropped last year to how they have to regain, um, I, I, I guess I just thought it was unrealistic that they were going to be as bad as they were this year and then all of a sudden be contending for the ACC. With that
Yeah.
said, the 2 teams they've lost to are pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
Miami is one of them, and it was a pretty close game. And UVA is
No slouch.
very annoying this year. So
Yeah.
I still don't think that they're, back in the FSU shape that we all wish they were. But I also don't think it's as dire as some people are making it sound at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Misador says FAU is not the team they think they are, which could be very true. Alex, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I think it is a reality. I compare it a lot to, for example, the Giants starting Jackson Dart there, where it's like you don't really have a lot of tape on what they're going to do with these pieces, with say Castellanos and those guys coming in, and there was a lot of changeover. It's like, okay, what are we really going to get from these guys? Alabama's clearly figured it out. I think if they played again, it's a very different result. But I think it's now that, okay, we had 3-4 weeks of tape on these guys and how they're going to play with these pieces, we can figure out how to stop them. And then once that was figured out, then they came kind of crashing back down to reality a bit. So I think Florida State's still a 7, 8, maybe 9 win team. It's just where we were talking AFC or ACC front runner and into the playoff. That's not the case anymore.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'll definitely pump my brakes. I was one of the ones that was driving that bandwagon.
I was right there with
early on this season. And it partially is because my guy Tommy Castellanos wanting to see him do well. And mind you, these 2 losses, like we've said, 2 good teams. Virginia, we're going to talk about it a little bit later. They potentially, I could see them in the ACC championship. So these aren't slouches, and they took them to the wire. Big game. This last one was a little bit rougher, but yeah, I definitely think that I might have been a little hasty in my judgment, thinking that they were as good. But I think to your point, give them some time. I think towards the end of the year they might still be competing for some stuff, but a little too soon
they'll get a solid bowl game. Like they're not going to be in some nothing bowl game right at the very beginning of it. They're going to be playing right around New Year's in one of the better bowl games. They won't get the top tier ones, but they'll be in a solid one.
Mm-hmm. Misador said Norvell has no counterpunch, and I mean we want to talk about an interesting question. Norvell, I mean, a year ago we were all talking about hot seat. And then he has the start that he has this year, and it's all in the back of our minds. But you lose two of these games. Should we start to have that conversation again?
I mean, we know how I feel about Norvell. I don't think he's a good coach, but that Alabama game gave him another year at the very least. When you can say, no matter how they looked there, when you can say you beat Alabama in the 2020s, that buys you at least another year.
I don't know. I need to look at the remainder of their schedule. I mean, if we're finishing, which I don't predict at all, because I think they're much better than this, and their schedule really lightens up. I mean, they play Florida last. Like,
Hey,
That's
hey,
a
hey,
joke.
hey. That's
Um,
not given. That's not a given. All right, let me tell you.
I mean, to be fair, which Florida are they getting?
I'm just picking with you guys. But if they finished 6-6 with this schedule, I would be seeing if I could get the Dion hype train to come home.
Thank you.
And
I've been saying that.
and get all the 5 stars you could imagine.
He'll bring them, especially in Florida State.
Yeah, that's so 6-6. Like that is not the same situation as a James Franklin 10-win team.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, Pitt, Stanford, Wake, Clemson, Virginia Tech, NC State. Like, we got to get 8 wins at minimum out of this. So, and I agree. I'm not a big Norvell fan. I do think he was a very good offensive coordinator, but I think his offensive coordinator he has now is light years beyond what he ever was. So,
yeah, I think he's one of those guys that's, again, comparing to the NFL, he's like Josh McDaniels. He's a good offensive coordinator. He's not a head coach.
Yep.
Misador said they will end up in the Little Caesars Crazy Bread Bowl. And he said, bring back Jimbo. Hey, you want Jameis too? I don't think you want Jameis back.
Jameis can be the OC. There we go.
Oh, you don't want.
Look, he need a job. I mean, Jackson took his spot, so
Jimbo is what sent you guys into this spiral.
Yeah, literally.
He left the cupboards bare the last few years. Yeah, you don't want Jimbo back.
Oh yeah.